Right now, at least 3 tops in your closet are quietly adding 10 years to how you look, and you've probably worn one of them this week without even realizing it. Have you ever put on a top you actually liked, looked in the mirror, and felt like something was just off? 9 times out of 10, it isn't your body and it isn't your age. It's the top itself. We're counting down the 10 styles that quietly age women over 60, from the least damaging to the single worst offender. By number 1, you'll probably be heading straight to your closet before this video is over. Number 10. Tops with big shoulder pads left over from decades past, still hiding quietly in the back of so many closets today, sometimes on pieces that are otherwise perfectly nice and worth keeping. A little structure at the shoulder can look genuinely sharp and polished, but exaggerated, padded shoulders that were fashionable 30 years ago read as visibly dated the second you walk into a room, no matter how nice the fabric feels or how well the rest of the top is made. If you're not sure whether yours qualifies, check the silhouette carefully, in a mirror from the side angle. Really look at the line it creates against your body. If your shoulder line juts out further than your natural shoulder, by more than an inch or two, it's time to let it go entirely, or have a tailor take the padding out for you. Number 9. Tops in stiff, shiny synthetic fabric that doesn't move naturally with the body at all, no matter how you turn or reach or sit down in it throughout the day. You know the kind. They hold a crease like cardboard, left in a drawer too long, and they catch overhead light in a way that looks distinctly cheap under almost any lighting, even when the top itself genuinely wasn't cheap. Natural fibers, or at least a soft, quality blend, drape completely differently. They move when you move, instead of standing stiffly away from the body. And that subtle movement alone reads as quality from clear across a room. Before buying anything from now on, rub the fabric between your fingers for a second. If it feels more like plastic than actual cloth, put it back on the rack without a second thought. Number 8. Tiny cap sleeves that cut across the exact widest part of the upper arm, right at the single least flattering spot possible on the entire arm. This one is so common because cap sleeves feel like a safe, modest, easy choice, but placed at exactly the wrong point on the arm, they actually draw the eye directly toward that area instead of skimming smoothly past it the way a longer sleeve would. A slightly longer sleeve, even just extending a couple more inches past that exact point, elongates the whole arm visually and takes the attention away entirely rather than pulling it in and holding it there. Number 7. Sheer see-through tops, worn without any real thought given to what's underneath them. I see this constantly. Out shopping, at family gatherings, everywhere. A beautiful sheer blouse paired with whatever bra happened to be clean that particular day. Visible straps in the wrong color. A mismatched shade showing straight through the fabric. Sometimes the entire shape and seams of it showing under anything brighter than dim indoor light. It's not the sheer fabric itself that's the problem at all. Sheer can look genuinely elegant and sophisticated when it's done with real intention behind it. It's the complete lack of thought given to what sits underneath it. A proper nude or color-matched slip layer underneath instantly transforms that exact same top from looking careless and unfinished to looking curated and deliberate, and it costs almost nothing at all to fix, sometimes as little as a $5 camisole from any basic store. Number 6. Boxy, shapeless tops that hang the exact same way from shoulder to hem, with absolutely zero shape built into them anywhere along the way, no matter how you move or stand throughout the day. It feels like the safe, comfortable choice, and comfort genuinely matters. I'm never going to tell you to sacrifice that for the sake of looking a certain way. But a top with no shape at all removes your waist from the equation entirely, erases it completely from how the outfit reads, and the eye interprets that missing definition as heavier and older than a top with even the slightest waist detail built in. A small tie at the side, a slightly fitted cut through the ribcage, or even just simply tucking the front half of the top in, changes the entire silhouette without changing your actual comfort level very much at all. Number 5. Tops with busy, dated prints, the kind with large paisley swirls or clashing florals crammed edge to edge across the entire fabric with no breathing room anywhere in between the shapes. Prints themselves aren't the actual issue here. Plenty of genuinely elegant tops have beautiful, well-designed patterns on them. The real issue is density and scale. How much visual noise is packed into a small space? An oversized, chaotic print overwhelms the face and can actually make the body appear larger than it truly is, while a smaller, more restrained pattern with visible background space between the elements does the exact opposite, drawing the eye up and toward your face instead of scattering it across the fabric in every direction. Quick pause, because I want to know something honestly. Out of the first 5, which one is already sitting in your closet right now? Be completely honest with yourself for a second. Nobody else has to know. Tell me the number in the comments below. I will read every single one of them. And honestly, half of what we cover in future videos comes directly from what you tell me down there in the comment section. Let's keep climbing, because the next few get even more surprising than what we've already covered. And quickly, before we move on, if you've been nodding along recognizing more than 1 or 2 of these in your own drawers already, that's completely normal. Most of these habits build up slowly, over years of shopping the same familiar way, without ever questioning it, and none of it means anything about your taste, only about how easy it is to fall into patterns nobody ever really taught us to notice in the first place. Number 4. Low, plunging necklines worn without any layering piece underneath at all, especially in tops meant for daytime errands or casual outings rather than an actual evening out somewhere dressier. This isn't about modesty for its own sake, and it's not about judgment either. It's purely about appropriateness for the setting you're actually in. A neckline that's too low for the occasion can genuinely undercut how put together the rest of the outfit looks, pulling all the focus away from your face and your careful styling, and putting it somewhere it was never meant to land in the first place. A simple camisole underneath, or simply choosing the neckline based on where you're actually headed that day, keeps the exact same top working in your favor instead of quietly working against you. Number 3. Tops with tiny, delicate details that disappear completely from a normal viewing distance across a room. Things like a thin ruffle trim or a barely there embroidered detail that only really reads up close, inches away, when nobody's actually standing that near you most of the day. From across a room, which is genuinely how most people will see you most of the time in any given day, these small details simply vanish into nothing, leaving the top looking plain and a little flat, without any of the visual interest the designer clearly originally intended it to have. Choosing tops with details that carry a bit more visual weight instead. A proper collar, a defined button placket, a genuine texture change woven into the fabric itself, reads clearly, even from a real distance, and gives the whole outfit noticeably more presence in any room. Number 2. Tops in muddy, in-between colors that don't quite commit fully to warm or cool, the kind of dusty mauve beige or grayish tan that looks perfectly fine hanging on a store rack under fluorescent lighting, but does absolutely nothing for your face once it's actually on your body in real daylight. These in-between shades are some of the most common colors sold specifically as wearable neutrals in stores everywhere, and yet they're often the least flattering thing you can put anywhere near your face after 60, because skin tone genuinely shifts with age, and these muddy middle colors have nothing left to contrast meaningfully against. Bring the top up close to your face in natural daylight before buying it, and if your skin looks dull or tired the second the fabric gets near it, that's your answer right there, no matter how endlessly versatile the color claims to be on the label. And now, number 1, the top that ages the look more than absolutely anything else on this entire list, and it's one almost every single woman owns multiple versions of tucked away in a drawer, without ever giving it a second thought. It's the oversized, boxy graphic tee, especially the kind covered in glittery slogans, rhinestone accents, or busy seasonal graphics stretched wide across the entire chest. I understand the appeal completely. Genuinely, they're comfortable, they're inexpensive, and there's an enormous one sold at every single big box store for every holiday and occasion you can possibly imagine, from Christmas to a random Tuesday. But a graphic covering the whole chest does 2 damaging things at once. It adds visual bulk exactly where you least want it added, and it pulls every single glance away from your face entirely and down toward the words or image printed on the shirt instead, every single time someone looks at you. The fix isn't giving these up completely if you genuinely love wearing them around the house, and please don't feel like you have to. It's saving them for exactly that, quiet days around the house, and reaching instead for a solid, well-fitted top with actual structure whenever you're heading out the door, even somewhere entirely casual like the grocery store. The difference in how put together you look from that one simple swap is honestly bigger than almost anything else we've covered here today. Here's your challenge for this week, and I really want you to actually walk to your closet and do this one, not just nod along and forget about it by tomorrow morning, like so many good intentions tend to fade. Pull out your 5 most worn tops, the ones you reach for constantly, almost automatically, without even thinking about it. Hold each one up in front of you and ask yourself honestly, does this skim my body and draw the eye up toward my face, or does it hide me completely and pull attention somewhere else entirely, away from where I'd actually want it? If more than 2 of them fail that test, that's exactly where to start. One small, intentional swap at a time, without needing to overhaul your entire wardrobe in a single, overwhelming weekend. If you recognized even one of these in your own closet just now, and I have a genuine feeling most of you recognized more than just one, share this with a woman in your life who needs to see it too, a sister, a friend, someone who deserves to feel as elegant as she actually already is, every single day, not just on special occasions. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss next week's video, because we've got so many more of these honest, practical breakdowns coming your way, and skipping even one might mean missing the exact tip that finally makes your whole wardrobe click into place for good. I'll see you in the next one, beautiful.